Hey everyone, Iron Leprechaun. So, I was listening to a podcast today and it got me all, I wouldn't say fired up, but it got me excited because it was talking about something I talk about pretty regularly. At least I have in the past. And basically, it's talking about, you know, it's talking about, it was specifically talking about being in a place of misery. Now that's kind of extreme. Maybe you're not in a place of being miserable, or maybe you're, just in a place of less than. Okay, so, and what do I mean by less than? Less than where we want to be, or we have less than what we want. Okay, so that being said, I there's this nuance. Well, maybe nuance ain't the right word, but there's this idea out there of being content. Okay, and I ain't bashing that. I am not bashing that whatsoever. The idea is to move ourselves from a place we don't want to be to a place where we can feel content. That's peaceful. That's where we want to be. Okay, but being content does have a tendency to push us into the negative. What do I mean by that? So, you've heard me use the term resting on our laurels. Okay, what that means is, we achieve something and then we say, "Oh, well, that's good enough," and we hang out there, and that's fine, coming from a place of humility and trying to. It's okay to bask in the light of our achievements for a bit. It's okay to do that. That's why we did it. But the idea of this life experience, at least in my opinion, is to continuously better myself, to continuously move forward, to continuously move towards the goal. And there's that, this is where it kind of shifts into the idea of, want in one hand and shit in the other. It's like, well, okay, if I say I want something and I don't take the steps to achieve it, then I'm basically living a lie. If I say that I want something out loud to somebody else and I don't take the steps to achieve that, I'm lying to that person. So, what, and not only, I mean, that's the extreme side of it, but backing up to, if I want something and I don't take the steps necessary to achieve it, to attain it, to get there, well then, all I'm going to be able to do multiple times a day, and I've done this, I do this still today, and I catch myself, I am still in that place of lack, that place of want. I still want that, and unless I get off my ass and do the things necessary to attain and or achieve what I want, then I have a much higher propensity to being miserable, because all I can think about is what I want and that I don't have it. It is that simple. Okay. Now I know there are circumstances. Well, but this, but that, and I got this going on, so I can't do this. Okay. We got lives, things come up, we got stuff going on, I got stuff going on, but I still, how bad do I want it? How less than, or even miserable is my life without those things? How bad do I want it? I gotta go get it. Go get it. Enough of the excuses. Get up and do it, okay? Yeah, easier said than done. I know. I've gone through some horrible shit. Some very tough and difficult shit. But when you break it down to its simplest form, the only way to get from where I am to where I want to be is to take action. That simple. The action must be taken. And if I want the results quicker, I need to take immediate and consistent action. That's the best way to achieve any result. Diet, exercise, better relationships, better job, better house, better just sense of feeling. I mean, that's it. That's the only place. That's the only way. It is that simple. It ain't easy, it's simple, okay? So if you don't like what's going on in your life, for whatever reason, in whatever category, do something about it. Only you can do it. Nobody's going to do it for you. Now, that brings me to the second point of that part, relying on God, okay? Well, I'll be fine as long as I have God. God will provide for me what I need. Yes, He will. Yes, He definitely will. God has provided me with everything I need, but not everything I want. Now, every now and then, God graces me with the gift of an option to have what I want. Sometimes God even gives me exactly what I want, just hands it to me. But that is the rarity. And if I want to increase my chances of getting that, I got to do something. What typically happens is God walks me to the door and I have to open it and walk through it. That is the analogy. That is it. God will provide me the opportunity to have what I want, but I have to be willing to make sacrifices, to take the action, and to be willing to see that it may not be exactly how I envisioned it. That's usually the hardest part for me, because I have this pretty perfect picture in my head of what I want, and I want to have that. Okay? Don't always work out that way, but I'll never know. I will never know unless I take the action and execute a plan. The plan is important, must have a plan, in order to achieve said goal. I hope you got something out of that. And like, share, subscribe. Let's talk about this. I'm very interested to hear your comments about this because this can be controversial. But that's all for now. Iron Leprechaun out.